Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is take two because I forgot I had a phone in the background and the phone started ringing. And how rude. Because, I told you guys I am not the YouTube expert. I don't know how to um, cut and edit, and I'm not fancy, film on another platform and then upload to YouTube. We're not there yet. Maybe in 2021. But remember, I told you I was going to come on and talk about the topics of Advent during the weeks, during those weeks. And this week is peace. And I wanted to know how you felt in this season of everything that we're going through. How are you achieving peace? How are you being or allowing yourself to experience a sense of peace? Or according to your wellness, according to your mental health, according to your situation, there is no peace. I say this not just because of the political climate, but when we think of everything that we're going through that has changed our world because of COVID-19, think about that. So, those of you who have children, your children are not in school. Those of you who have children that are not school age, they're not going to the babysitter, preschool, or any of those functions. They're at home. If you have children and you work, how are you adjusting? Are you able to have someone watch your kids? Is your uh, husband, wife, partner able to take care of the kids and you go to work? And in that confusion and in that chaos, is there peace? Having your children who are not tech savvy, never really, they're pre social media, they're pre phone and tablets, having to be on a computer all day long for school. I mean, I really don't understand how you do kindergarten, even first grade, online. Also, I don't understand how you do children with special needs, regardless of what they are or where they range on a spectrum. How do you do that online? Because the coping mechanisms and tools that the aide or the teacher usually have, they don't have because they're not in the same classroom or room with the student. Chaos. So in this season, and then there are those of us who believe, and those are those of us who do not believe that COVID exists. Now, this is my question to everyone. If COVID does not exist, please tell me why people are dying at such a rapid rate. Because I asked that question, yes, yes, there have been, and I've said this before on multiple forms of my platform, yes, there have been people that died necessarily of a heart attack, and they may have had COVID, and they label it COVID death. Now, my question also remains, you who hear that or see that, do you know if that person had had a heart attack and did not have COVID, would they have survived? You never know. So it might have been that the the how do I say it? Them having COVID within their body could have accelerated that pre-existing condition that they had before. You'll never know. Because I don't know if there's a test to say, well, if you didn't have it, would you have still lived? Because they're gone. But if we look at numbers, and yes, I know people were dying, but not at this rate. Hospitals were not this full because of heart attacks, strokes, broken arms, appendicitis, blood clots. I'm just naming things like normal things that we go to the doctor for, cold and flu. Because I'm looking at the rate and people aren't having colds and flus as much as we used to before. So my question is, what is it? What is it? Where did it come from? And how do we maintain it? Not maintain it. What's the word I'm looking for? Get rid of it. And can we do that in a peaceful manner? So if it calls for you to, and I know, come on, let's look at this. Let's look at the times. Do you really think that someone, well, no, I take that back. Never mind. I was going to say, do you really think that somebody in power would want to suppress you so bad that you lose everything? Yeah, they might. So that's why I said I can't speak for nobody else. But what I can ask is, in this season of this, and it's not new normal because this is nothing I want to be normal. In this season of confusion, chaos, newness, can you find peace? And the answer I have for you is yes. And that is because this situation, this encounter, and this that we're going through did not catch God by surprise. He was 100% aware. He was 100% what would happen. He was 100% aware of how we would react. So, because he stays the same, and because Jesus is the Prince of Peace and the author and the finisher of your faith, you can still have peace in chaos. You can still have peace in confusion. You can still have peace in all this mess. But you have to be aware of where you place your peace. Do not place your peace in man. Do not place your peace, I said this on my podcast, in Calgon, because Calgon is only going to take you away for a few minutes. And as soon as you get out of that tub and out of that relaxation, it's going to be right there. The same chaos that you left before you took that nice, relaxing, quiet time to yourself is going to be right at that door. Whether she's 5, whether he's 10, whether she's 13, whether it's your husband or because most men don't take Calgon. That's why I said that. Or your partner, it's going to be right there at that door, asking you questions, burning you out, pushing you to each and every level. I'm being funny with that, but that's only temporary. But if you have the peace of the Father within you, doesn't matter what's going on around you, all that confusion, all that chaos can still be going on around you, and you will still have peace, and you will have clarity of mind, you will have clarity of focus, and you will be able to understand what is being said and to be able to articulate in a manner that will not cause confusion, that will not cause chaos. So think about that when you walk around, and everything that you do and everything that you encounter. Make sure that you are rooted in the peace that only he can give. Man can't give it to you. Material things can't give it to you. Let me just be honest. Chocolate and that wonderful snacks can't give it to you. Trust. Real talk, real life. Have a great day.